We've seen Batman in all sorts of ways. We've seen him dark and gritty, and we've seen him campy and fun. But Beware the Batman? Well, it decided to take a different path altogether. This show was a fresh take on the Dark Knight, and it wasn't afraid to try new things. It focused on Batman's detective skills and his use of technology. He wasn't just a brawler in this one. He was a thinker, a strategist. And instead of the usual lineup of villains like the Joker and Penguin, Beware the Batman introduces to some lesser known villains. Professor Pig, Anarchy, Magpie. These were names that even some die-hard comic book fans might not even know. But that's what made this show so great. It took some risk. It went in a different direction, and it gave us a Batman we hadn't quite seen before. Now let's talk about the look of this show. Forget the dark and shadowy Gotham you're used to. Beware the Batman went with a CGI style that was sleek and modern. It was a bold choice, and it really made the show stand out. The animation was different, yes, but it was also really well done. The characters moved smoothly, the action sequences were exciting, and Gotham City itself felt vibrant and alive. It was like stepping into a comic book, but with a modern, almost futuristic twist. Some folks weren't too keen on the change at first. They were used to their Batman looking a certain way. But you know what? Change can be good. And in this case, it gave us a visually stunning show that was unlike anything else out there. It proved that Batman could be just as compelling and exciting in a new style. It wasn't afraid to experiment, and that's something to admire. One of the things that really set Beware the Batman apart was his cast of characters. Like I said before, we didn't get the usual suspects. Instead, we got a whole new rogues gallery to contend with. Professor Pig, with his creepy mask and twisted sense of morality, he was downright unsettling. Anarchy, the young anarchist hacker, who brought a whole new level of chaos to Gotham. And then there was Magpie, the jewel thief with a split personality. She was as dangerous as she was unpredictable. These villains weren't just there to punch Batman in the face. They had their own motives, their own backstories, and they challenged Batman in ways that the Joker and Two-Face could never do. It was refreshing seeing Batman go up against foes that didn't have decades of baggage attached to him. It allowed the writers to get creative to explore new storylines and to really put their own stamp on the Batman mythos. Section 4. A breath of fresh air. Now I know what you're thinking. You're telling me this show was perfect? Well, no. No show was perfect. But Beware the Batman, it was something special. It was a bold and ambitious take on a character that's been done to death. Critics, they seem to agree. The show got good reviews, with folks praising its animation, its stories, and its fresh take on the Batman formula. Fans, they were a little bit more divided. Some folks, they couldn't get past the different animation style, but for those who gave it a chance, Beware the Batman offered a rewarding experience. It was a show that wasn't afraid to take risks, to try new things, and to push the boundaries of what a Batman show could be. And in a world where superheroes are everywhere, that's a pretty damn good thing. Section 5. The Legacy of Beware. So where does Beware the Batman stand in the grand scheme of things? Well, it might not have had the same cultural impact as some of the other Batman shows, but it left its mark. It showed that there are still new and interesting ways to tell stories about the Dark Knight. It proved that you can experiment with the formula without alienating the fan base. And it gave us a visually stunning and action-packed show that was just plain fun to watch. Beware the Batman, it might not be the most well-known Batman show out there, but it deserves to be remembered. It's a testament to the creativity and imagination of the people who made it. And it's a reminder that even an icon like Batman can still surprise us. And that's been my breakdown of Beware the Batman. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Any other videos you want me to break down, comment below. We out.